This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Hey guys, I'm here with a video showing you how I made the neck piece for my ATLA cosplay. So first off, I patterned out the neck piece, and these patterns are available on my store Envy and Etsy. And then I took that pattern and cut it out onto the fabric that I would be using, which is this red cottony fabric that you see here. So for this neck piece, I wanted to keep it stiff by using interfacing, and in order to do that and hide the interfacing so that everything would look nice still, I had to cut out 4 pieces of this pattern in the red fabric and 2 in interfacing. The reason I cut out 4 pieces is because I'm going to sandwich the interfacing in between 2 layers of this red fabric, which means I need 2 of each piece for the front and back of the neck piece. After the fabric was cut out, I pinned the interfacing onto one side of the front piece and one side of the back half of the neck piece, and then I ironed it on following the instructions that it came with. There's also sew-in interfacing if you prefer to use that. After the interfacing was ironed on, I pinned right sides together for both the front and back half of the neck piece and sewed all the way around the edge of the bottom, so like that triangular part. I sewed along that edge using a straight stitch, and then I flipped both halves inside out. And then I pinned the one side of the front to one side of the back together, with again right sides together for those pieces, and sewed that down so now they're attached and they're like a giant kind of odd diamondy circular piece, and only one side is then left open. And I did this because in order to get this on and off, I have to leave one shoulder open and add attachments there a different way. So this is what it ended up looking like. After I sewed everything together, I also ironed it so that everything laid nice and flat and all the seams were pressed. My camera recording did get lost for this, so I didn't get to record it. I apologize, but hopefully I explained it well enough. Anyways, what I've done here is on the side that I'm leaving open to make sure that hemline looks nice and neat, I tucked the hem into the middle, like in between the two red pieces, so that it's sandwiched inward, and then sewed that down using a straight stitch and ironed it flat. And then to close up the neck area, rather than try to tuck that all in and make it look nice that way, especially since this is such like a rounded edge and it would have been very difficult and it probably would have ended up looking sloppy, I used bias tape to hide it. So all I did was sandwich the neck piece in between this folded bias tape and then sewed that down with a straight stitch. This made it look a lot more easier, and there's still a nice clean finish to this piece. To finish this off, I added Velcro for the closure. So I stuck on some stick-on Velcro onto some excess fabric, and then I'm taking that strip of excess fabric and sewing that along one side of the neck piece. This is the side that's going to be facing up. For the other side of the Velcro that's facing down so that it could attach to that part, I just stuck it directly onto the other half of the neck piece, and that finishes it really. All I had to do after that was trim off some loose threads and cut off a little bit of that excess fabric from the where we stuck on the Velcro, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see photos, it's on my social media. Bye!